¿Qué tengo que hacer?
Hello guys, good evening everyone. Please remember, activate your cameras. Let's begin today, people. So we are in our last week, okay? Let me tell you, Thursday and Friday, we are going to have, well, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, we are going to have 2-hour classes, okay? If you can join, that's okay. If you for A, B, or C you don't arrive home or something, don't worry. Okay, I will help you with the minutes these days, so you don't have to worry about connecting or I'm just going to connect early. No, I want you, when you connect, you pay attention to the class. Okay, so don't worry about it. I will help you with the minutes in these cases. Okay, so there is nothing to worry about that. So let's see what else can I tell you. Well, that's basically it, guys. Today we are going to start, well, the last week. People, this Wednesday we have our listening test. So that one is super important. We get in, we will see the scores. Actually, this is going to be the last evaluation that we will have. So please, yeah, try to be on time on that one. And we have to do it, right? So that's basically about that. And well, those are the things. We will see the scores and everything in a minute. Right now, I want you to, let's begin the week. So let's see. Marisela, how was your weekend? What did you do this last weekend?
Hello, good evening. Good to see you again.
Thank you, lady.
Well, my weekend was very good. I took care of my nephew on Saturday all the afternoon.
Your nephew,
And
how old is he?
yeah, my nephew. He's 2 years old.
Oh, it's a little baby. What is
Yes,
his
baby.
name?
Arturo. His name is Arturo. Yeah.
Okay, good. Excellent. So what did you do with Arturo? Did you do something?
Oh, I play with drums. We played with to draw and paint in a notebook. And I took him to the park too.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Yeah, it was
What about
fun.
Sunday? What did you do on Sunday?
On Sunday, I went to a park when my dad used to take us when we were kids. So we took our son and my nephew, and we have a lot of fun. The name of the park is Maquilisquat.
Ah, Maquilisquat Park. I know that
Yeah,
one.
it's very
Okay.
big. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty big actually. So good, excellent. And what did you do in the park? How is the park? Well, I visited
We
that one
played
like
football.
long ago.
Yeah, we played football and we walked too.
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you for sharing your weekend. Sounds pretty
Thank
amazing.
you.
Let's see, David, how about you? How was your weekend?
Hello, good evening. Nice to see you again, teacher.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Uh, let's see, we're on Saturday. I missed my Excel class, so I gave my whole time to my family. I didn't go to any place. Uh, I just spent the time with my two kids, and like always, we went to the park over there where we live, and we take some time at night to walk a little bit over there because my one of my daughters like to talk to me about like histories that she image, you know, that she make that those like I
She
don't know
makes
how.
stories. She writes
Yeah,
stories.
she makes stories in her mind, and she always is talk to me like, you know, telling me what about the history. Sometimes she didn't finish the history, but then maybe 2 days before she asked me, remember when where I stopped to the history last time? And I say, yes, I remember. Or I say, no, I don't remember, but she always remember. So she
Hmm.
continued with the history. So at that time, that Saturday night and Sunday night, we took time to work over there and to her histories. Yeah,
Okay. You
yeah,
know, that will help her to learn English. Make stories. That's something that really helped me to learn English. So that's good. Cultivate, please, this
yeah.
talent she has. That's a talent. So always
Thank you.
listen to her stories. And
Yeah,
if it is
that is
possible,
good.
encourage her, Animela, encourage her to write the things down. I don't know, how old is she?
She's eight
Okay, tell
years
her
old.
to
Yeah,
write the stories down. Tell her, you know,
yeah,
that will be really awesome in the future. She will have really good ability to, I don't know, she could be a good lawyer or stuff like that. And she could learn English super fast. Believe me, that will help her. So great,
yeah.
excellent,
All right. Thank
super.
you.
Let's see, I want to listen. Roxana, what about Roxana's weekend? How was it?
It was a good weekend, I think.
But you were
Just the
doubting.
same. Resting. Sorry?
You were doubting, like, it was a good weekend. So what
Sorry,
happened?
teacher. My memory is failing, so I needed to do
Well, okay, that's another story, right? Okay, tell us, what did you do?
resting and visiting some relatives. So it's good. It's always good to see people that I have a long time not see them. So it was good to say hello and share some time.
Okay, good, excellent. Did you travel somewhere
No,
or they
here in
visited your house?
Here in San Salvador. It's near to my house, so but they came from the United States, so I I went where they were staying.
Okay, I see.
So
Good.
and I went to biggest to that
You went where,
this
sorry?
biggest burger.
What biggest?
It's here in a gas station that is in the road to the port, La Libertad. It's right
Really?
in the
Is there a biggest there?
There, yes, it's a biggest
Okay.
there. Yes, it's the near to Santa Elena.
I didn't know there was a biggest there. Okay.
Yes.
How many biggest are here in El Salvador? Like 3, right? Still.
I don't
Well,
know
in El
where is
Salvador in the
or
world,
not.
right? So I heard like there are like 3 or something.
I don't know where is the another one
The other
because
one is
I
in
think
Nejapa, I think. And in
ah
Cojute, there's another one. As far as I remember a video, but I'm not quite sure about this. So
yeah.
anyways, good that you visited.
Inapopa, teacher. Inapopa, teacher.
In Apopa.
Biggest Inapopa, yeah.
Okay, Apopa, Aguilares, I think. That one that you mentioned as well. So
Yeah.
good. Okay, people, give me just a second. We are going to see attendance. We are going to see the scores as well. So just give me a second. Okay, this is updated to the last class, the class that you had with Miss Stephanie on Friday. So that is the update that we have. Give me a second. There are a lot of you that already got the 80%. So let's see it. There you have. So Cesar almost getting there this week. You need to connect the 90 minutes so you get there. David, you did it already. So Esmeralda, well, she needs to work a little bit on this one more. And so on. You see the percentage you have. So the ones that are in 60, guys, what you need to do is this: connect, try to get the maximum possible. If there was a problem or something, talk to Jessica, okay? So she's the one that is in charge of this one. So she will tell you what are the things you can do or what are the options, right? So you can see there the schedule, right? I will move this one. And that's what we have right now, guys. Now, give me just a second. We will do the following. Okay, guys. So this is the real score that we have. Okay, so looks pretty good. Actually, remember this day, this coming Wednesday, we have our listening test, which is going to be 1 point, right? It's not going to be 1 point, it's going to be 1.25. So imagine you get 7 in the final test, okay? Sorry, in the listening test. So you get 7 and 7 here. So this person, and then in the exam, you got an 8. So this is the score that you will get. Remember that there is still one homework missing. For the people that haven't done the debate was missing. So I'm going to duplicate the last score, the last homework that we will have. Mañana les voy a decir cuál va a ser la tarea. Entonces esta tarea vamos a duplicar a los que no hicieron el debate. Okay, so only the debate. Those are the ones that we are going to duplicate. Esta nos falta el foro, que el foro va a ser nuestro listening exam. Entonces, pilas ahí, people. Morena tiene una pregunta.
Yeah, but you answer me.
Answer
Because
already
I
the question. Los del debate no se aflijan, guys. Vamos a poner la última nota como la última nota de la tarea como nota del debate. Entonces, ya. Y recuerden que nos faltan los 2 puntos del examen. Entonces, ahí es importante. I don't know if on Friday, did you study? Ya les voy a mandar esos documentos, people. So, on Friday, did you study the fanboys with Miss Stephanie? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. That's part of the exam. We already know the fanboys and how to use them. Okay. I know that there are going to be some problems with this. So I'm going to correct the test. Okay. Remember, Friday, we have the test, guys. Okay. Final exam, it will be on Friday. Today, we will see the last parts, the last exercises that we are going to be doing. Okay. This week. So, let's see what else. What is the exam about? People, what we have studied, but let me just give you the topics that you need to study, guys. So, well, the first part, it will be an audio, so you will need to complete that one. The second part, guys, it will be vocabulary, people, okay? So that's the one that we are going to be working on, vocabulary. So it will be about the generations, about what we already learned, right? So that's what we are going to be studying. Then on the grammar part, we are going to work with the pair conjunctions. What are the pair conjunctions? Well, people, we studied that one already. So is the homework you did, right? So we are going to be using either, or, whether, or. So that's it. Okay, nothing that complex on that one. Remember to pay attention to proper writing, punctuation, and spelling. It will be taken into account. So if the word begins with a capital letter, you need to start the sentence with a capital letter, yeah, right? So then there is another one that you are going to tell me if it is a complete sentence or is a fragment sentence, right? That's what we are going to see today. I think you saw that one already, but today we are going to work with it, okay? We will work with the fanboys and then the reading. The reading part, it's pretty easy. Actually, there are not going to be a lot of problems on this one because you are not going to write your sentences, okay? It's like, oh, this option is okay, but the other option, no, because you didn't use. No, here it will be pretty basic, actually. There are no sentences that you will be writing, so it will be easy. There are not going to be problems on that one. Today, we are going to see the last topic, people, and that's basically it. Give me just a second. Let me download these things. Y ahorita no se preocupen si dice reprobado. Still hay alrededor de 3.5 puntos en juego. 3.6 en realidad. Entonces, don't worry, right? So, there you have the two documents. So we are going to be using them. Do you have any question, guys, about the test? Remember, this week, esta semana viene un poquito cargada porque miércoles tenemos el listening exercise. Today, we are going to do some listening exercises, guys. We are going to listen to lectures and stuff like that. We have also the exam on Friday. And what else? Well, basically, that's about it. Classes, normal classes, we will have, well, normal. Recuerden, vamos a tener esas clases de 2 horas, los miércoles, people. So, yeah, right. We are going to do this. So today, normal classes, tomorrow, normal classes. Wednesday, we start with our 2-hour classes, okay? Friday is the last day that we will have classes. So that's about it. Questions, guys? No questions? Okay.
Okay, on Wednesday, we're going to start on 8 o'clock.
How, I'm sorry, repeat the question, please.
So on Wednesday, are we going to start at 8 o'clock, the class?
Yes, 8 o'clock. We are going to start Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Oh, okay. So is it a 1-hour class or?
It is a 2-hour class.
Oh, it's the same.
Yes.
And what about Friday? You said that is the last class.
Is the last class. So it will be the exam, actually. That one, if you finish the exam before the 2 hours, you disconnect and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Will I continue with you? I'm sorry, Kevin?
So we'll have class until next year. Am I correct?
I don't know. That one I cannot answer that. If also, I cannot tell you if I'm going to be your teacher. So they were asking you for your documents, people. And let's say it in this way. If the next week you don't start the next level, so yeah, most likely we will have classes until next year. So next week, that's the limit. And then other classes will be 2 hours, right? Those, yes, they are going to be 2 hours. The class on Friday, I will upload it just in a moment, okay? So Roxana, I will upload
Okay,
that class
thank you.
in just a minute. The quiz on Friday, yes, it's about listening. TOEFL. Oh, sorry, on Wednesday. On Wednesday, yes, quiz. TOEFL. Friday, normal exams, like the one that we have in the middle of the course, right? No se preocupen, no va a haber muchas cosas, no hay cosas de escribir. Entonces no es como que le va a poner, mire, yo puse mayúscula y era minúscula. Eso sí, tienen que, en las partes que tengan que escribir, yo les voy a recordar que es mayúscula o es minúscula. ¿Ok? But please be aware of it. Pero no van a escribir así oraciones como, whether she likes it or not. No, es que yo puse whether she will like it or she will not. Sí, se lo voy a tomar. No, no va a haber ese tipo de ejercicios esta vez. Entonces, don't worry about it. So, study. What are the grammar topics? Fanboys. You already know them. The other, it is the whether or, either or. And today's topic, the topic that we will see in a minute. So guys, that's basically about it. We are about to finish this week. This course, guys, we are already there at the end of the course. So let's hope that we continue, right? We continue having classes. We continue having classes until the end of the year. It will be around the 22nd, 20 something. Let's see, most likely, guys, the next year, classes are going to end on the 23rd. That's the maximum, right? Friday 23rd. So, sí, el año pasado yo tuve clases el 23, entonces, sí, okay? So, that's the maximum. Pero si empezásemos la próxima semana, guys, la semana del 21, digamos el 23, son 20 días que vamos a tener. Entonces, iríamos terminando, si digamos empezásemos el 23, iríamos terminando la semana del 19, perdón, el 19, el 20 iríamos terminando. Entonces, como que sí abunda el tiempo. Así que, please, guys, talk to Human Resources. If you haven't done so, if you did it already, they'll talk to Jesse, right? And if you have done everything, let's just wait, okay? So people, let's begin today's class. And we will go to the grammar topic. So before we start, just give me a second, So guys, before we start, we are going to you can go to your book. On your book, this one, it's on page 30. No, page 20. 25. This is the first part. There are two parts that we are going to be looking at. So sentence fragments. What is a sentence fragment? Let's see. Cesar, help me please. Read this chart. Complete sentences.
Okay, teacher. Sentence fragments are incomplete sentences. Complete sentences state complete truths and contain both a subject and a verb expressing an action done by or that subject. Fragment confuse readers because they lack a subject or a verb, which make meaning incomplete and unclear. Examples, letter E, what millennials really need. This is an incomplete thought. There is no verb followed by the information that describes that millennials need. Letter B, having direction at work. This is an incomplete thought. Who is having direction at work? There is no subject. Complete sentence, millennial subject really need to have direction at work.
Thank you.
Tips. Okay.
That's okay. And up to that. Okay, guys. So sentence fragment. A problem sometimes is that we don't give clear ideas. We don't convey the whole message. For example, you have the examples right there, but a common example that comes to my mind that I have heard. So you say, for example, I know that you are talking about pupusas, that you really like pupusas. But in English, it's necessary that you complete the sentence. It needs to have a subject, a verb, and an object. I really like them. I really like pupusas. Mister, but that is obvious. We are talking about pupusas. Yes, but it's not like in Spanish. In Spanish, yeah, we can do it. Me gustan. A mí me gustan ellas. We don't say that. A mí me gustan las pupusas, right? We don't say that. That's not common in Spanish. It could be, but it's not bad if you don't do it. But in English, you need to do it. Another example is like what millennials really need. What they need. Complete the idea. Yesterday, I bought. You bought what? What did you buy? Okay. Having direction at work. Who are you talking about? Who's having direction at work? Me? You? Your family? Who? Okay. You need to avoid these sentence fragments. What are some tips to avoid sentence fragments? Roxana, help me reading, please.
1. Look for misplaced periods that may incorrectly separate words into incomplete sentences. 2. Add a missing subject or verb to create a complete sentence. 3. Join 2 or more fragments into a complete sentence using a semicolon.
Okay, good. So, people look for a misplaced period. Let's look at the sentence number 1. You are going to do the rest. Okay, identify and correct the sentence fragment. Increased engagement has a direct impact on revenue. Is a great investment that helps to keep millennials interested. So, people, what do you think here? Is there a problem in this sentence? Is there something missing here? Let's go with number 1. Go ahead.
I think it's missing it is a great investment. That helps.
It is. In English, we need the subject all the time, guys. It is a great investment. It is. It is a great investment, blah, 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 blah. But there is another thing missing. Add missing subject or verb to create complete sentence. We already add the subject. Look for misplaced period that may incorrectly separate words into incomplete sentences. There is a missing period here, guys. Can you tell me where is it?
Could be after revenue.
Exactly. So let's see. We need the period right there, okay? And also we need it, right? It is a great investment, la, 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 la. So that was the problem, or those were the problems here in this sentence, right? Number one. Let's go with number two. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's try to identify guys, the sentence fragments. Let's go right now. Let's try to do it.
Bye.
Did you finish already, guys?
Not yet, teacher.
Okay. Number 2. Let's go right now. Help me, please. Rafael, do you want to try? What is the problem in the sentence number 2? Is there a problem there? David, did you find any problem here?
I guess maybe a connector between approach and engaging.
What connector would you use?
2.
The most effective approach to engaging millennials revolves around leadership. You cannot use 2 plus ing gerund. So no, you don't need 2.
Okay, let's see.
Any other idea, guys?
I thought it was 4, but if it uses like the most effective approach as a subject.
The most effective approach. Yes.
That's the
And
subject.
I like it, what you said, 4. So, yeah, that's the one. So, the most effective approach for engaging millennials revolves around leadership. Okay? Remember, after 4, ing. After 2, normal verb. Okay? So, good. Excellent. Let's see. Sarai, number 3. Do you want to try number 3?
Teacher, in this case, I didn't complete the number 3 because I was thinking how to solve it.
Let's
But
do
let
it
me try.
together.
Yeah. Let me see now. Not sure if we could use a comma and then but. Instead
Comma, number 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
Where
instead after feedback.
after feedback, we use a comma. What do you think, people? Is that okay?
I use their because of their participation trophies during childhood, but I don't know. I'm just guessing.
So,
For N,
in this case, guys, well, yes, there is a comma. We need to use a comma. Before because, okay? Before because, we use a comma, but, and you know, we don't have to use a capital B right here. So it will be only here, right? Here, but it's not necessary. In this case, let's say non-millennials assume this generation want acknowledgement and feedback because of participation trophies during childhood. And we need a period here at the end, right? So that's important. Here in this case, you don't need the comma. Why? Because is giving introduction to another sentence. It's like a connector in this case. So in this case, you don't need a comma. So it's just the plain because. Okay, no comma. So no millennials assume Generation wants acknowledgement and feedback because of participation trophies during childhood. That's it. Okay. Number 4, let's see. Can Samuel help us here? What is the problem in number 4?
It's number 4. It's easy ones, you know their values. I think is 4, connecting what they care about with what they're doing. I think it's 4.
It is easy once you know their values for connecting what they care about with what they are doing. I think for connecting, it's not necessary that for connecting there. You don't need 4 in this case. No, you don't need the 4 right here. It is easy once you know their values for connecting. No, you don't need 4.
Okay.
So in this case, guys, you don't need the period right here. So you don't need the capital letter here. It will be the complete sentence, right? So we have a fragmented sentence here because connecting what they care about. So connecting what they care about. No, you need extra information, right? Imagine that I come here and I'll tell you, okay, guys, connecting what they care about with what they are doing. Do you understand that sentence? No, right? You don't understand the sentence. You need more information. It is easy once you know their values, connecting what they care about with what they are doing. So that makes more sense. So in this case, the whole sentence. Number 5, guys, is there a problem in number 5? What do you think? Is there a problem there?
The period.
You don't need the period. What do you need?
Well, so the connector is such as, or
Exactly. That's the connector. So you only need a
eliminate.
comma. Yeah,
A
you
comma.
eliminate it and you need just a comma, right? So with millennials, commas such as acknowledge their impact and focusing on their strength. Good, excellent. That's the way it goes. And the last one, guys. What is the problem there? What do you think?
A comma next to successfully.
Okay, successfully, comma, engaging millennials is not like engaging those Caribbean reef sharks. You'll need to recreate the perfect work environment. Not really, you don't need the comma after successfully.
Period before you to separate 2 sentences. I'm not sure.
What, sorry? What did you say?
Period before you'll need to separate 2 different sentences.
Exactly,
Sure.
you need to separate they're two different sentences, right? Successfully engaging millennial. It's not like engaging those Caribbean reef sharks, period. You'll need to create the perfect work environment. And you continue with the sentence. So in this case, period. So guys, we are going to continue doing this type of exercises. Tomorrow, we are going to continue working on this one, guys. So right now, I have a question for you. How often do you write in English? Do you think your writing skill is good enough? So you don't need to improve anything there? Answer the two questions in one single answer, guys. We are going to work in trios right now. There's going to be one couple. So guys, and let's answer this question, okay? We are going to have a couple of minutes. We practice, and at the end, we come back and we answer the question. Let's go, guys. Do you think your writing skill is good enough? Is there some other areas you need to improve? Let's go. Let's wait for everybody now. Okay, people, let's go right now before we finish the class. So I want to listen to Jenny. Please tell us, how often do you write in English?
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, lady.
Well, I write in English every day, but well, since November, because I just changed to another job, so I have to write in English because I'm working for a company that is located in USA. I'm an accountant, so I have to type all in English.
Do you think your writing is good enough?
No, I don't think so. I consider that I need to practice. I need to get more new vocabulary because sometimes the vocabulary that I know is not enough. Because, for example, I have some doubts about how to type any word, so I have to look for it on Google. I'm trying to improve it, but I know that I need to get more vocabulary.
What are you doing?
Not use it. Well, I look for the words on Google.
Are you trying
And
to
also
improve? Sorry, go ahead.
And also I started watching some series on English, in English, sorry.
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you so much. Jenny, good job. You didn't have problem with grammar, and I really like it. Pronunciation was good as well. We need to work in fluency, right? Try to say the things faster, try to speak with more self-confidence. So what you are saying is correct. Don't worry if you make mistakes. You need to sound like you know what you're doing. So that's the only recommendation that I can give you. Besides that, it was really good. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's go with another person. Welcome, lady. Let's listen to. I want to hear. Rafael, can you help us, please? How often do you write in English? Rafael, are you there? Let's listen to Sarai, please help us. How often do you write in English?
I think, teacher, that I write in English almost every day when we have classes because I used to take notes. And at work, probably some 2 or 3 days per week, especially when we have things to read or something like that in English, or to communicate with customers in English.
Do you think your writing is good enough?
I think probably it's not the best, but I think it's good because I know the structure and related or if I make how do you say comparison, not sure.
Yeah.
Yes, if I do a comparison between speaking, writing, and listening, I guess writing is my best skill that I have. But similar with Jenny, I also need more vocabulary because sometimes I have the idea, but not enough words to express it.
Okay.
But I think that I know the structure and grammar.
That's super important. Great, excellent. Thank you so much. Good job. Actually, I really like it. Just a recommendation, if you don't know how to say one word, don't ask in Spanish. Try to find a synonym. Well, how do you say comparación? I don't remember. So, well, if we need to say which is better, if we need to select one, I say blah, blah, blah. Okay? So be careful with it. It's not necessary. You don't need to ask in Spanish. Later on, you investigate and you realize, comparación, comparison. Okay. In this case, you know it. So that's good. But just be careful with that. Great. Thank you so much. Let's see another person. I want to listen to Cesar. Please tell us, Cesar, how often do you write in English?
Okay, well, I writing only when I need to fill some forms formal. For example, when we at the company buy some licenses of software or need to write a specification about materials or equipments, but there are so technical and short descriptions, and I don't have the habit, and then I know that I must be practice, and then I thinking of that, and maybe the environment is the I don't have the habit. That is the reason. And about the first question, how often? The second one, do you think
The second question
your-
is, do you think your writing is good? Is it good enough?
No, I think I have the.
What do you need to improve?
Okay, one of the thing is the rules, the correct words. For example, loss or not loss, the last S, or maybe writing different than the word speak. For example, I saw a word in my mind in good way, but when I writing, maybe I confuse in some case. And in the exercise before, and I had the problems with understand that the errors and checking. I think I need several practice and start to practice more and maybe reading books, for example, or writing little histories. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you so much, guys. Good. And it was really good, actually. And I really like it. You didn't have problems saying all the things that you wanted to say. I didn't detect any problem here, Cesar. So practice more and more and more. So you are going to improve the fluency. This time you didn't have problems in grammar, so that's really good, actually. I really like it. So, great job. Excellent. So, people, let's see, get a paper, please, everybody. We are going to go with we are going to go with a little exercise right now. Okay, so please, everybody, get a piece of paper. I don't know, your notebook. Let's go. Give me just a second. Okay, guys, we are going to listen right now. This is a conversation, a long conversation, right? So you will be asked the questions at the end, okay? So please, everybody, pay attention to this one. Let's go with this right now. Let's start.
Listen to a conversation between a student and an English professor.
You wanted to see me, Doctor?
Give me a second. Okay.
Listen to a conversation between a student and an English professor.
You wanted to see me, Dr. Dykes?
Yes, sit down, please, Jacob. It's about your essay. Just a moment. Where did I put it now? Here it is. It's about your essay here.
Oh?
I'm interested in this part. Here. Exiles is a play worthy of examination, but not of performance. Joyce's sense of the dramatic is not so much turgid as it is unspeakable. That's an acute assessment, I think, Jacob, and very well phrased. I like it. How did you come up with that idea?
Well, I don't know. I was reading a lot. I mean, I was researching my topic, and, I guess it just came to me, you know, after studying so much about Joyce and about his play.
And you've read Exiles, have you?
Well, not all of it, actually. I didn't have time, really, to read the whole thing, but I got through Act 1, and then I, sort of skimmed through the rest, I guess. In the ending...
But you feel that you got a good sense of the play's merits and demerits? Enough to form this considered opinion, did you?
Yes, I think so. I mean...
Because what I'm wondering about here is your word choices, really. I think the opinion itself is quite good, quite perceptive. But, well, the phrasing seems a bit, little familiar to me. Not so much turgid as it is unspeakable. It seems familiar. It rings a bell, you know?
Oh.
Is it possible, do you think, that you've written that before? In one of your other papers for me, I mean?
Well, maybe I...
But I don't think we've discussed any other turgid offers, have we? Nice, but not a very generally useful phrase, is it?
No, I guess...
But catchy, certainly. I don't suppose you, caught it from someone else, did you?
No. Oh, well, maybe I...
Perhaps you could have read it somewhere in the course of your research, and then, well, forgotten, huh?
Yes. I guess I could have. But...
That sometimes happens, Jacob.
It does? Really?
Yes, it happens to the best of us, to the most conscientious of us. Reading over and over, searching through lots of references, taking notes. Phrases. Ideas get picked up, and we really don't realize it. They sometimes seem like new ideas we have ourselves.
I see.
Or sometimes we note down an extended quote that we like, and then we work relevant parts of it into our paper. And then we revise and we reorganize, and it just sort of, well, gets lost in the shuffle. We just forget to, or we fail to, follow through with the footnotes, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever might have happened here, as I said, not so much turgid as it is unspeakable, this sounds very familiar, like someone said it before. And if that's actually the case, then it should be presented in your essay as a quotation, with a proper citation, don't you think? Even if the source itself is listed in your bibliography, you know?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Maybe I should...
Well, you should go back to the library, go back to your reference books, and see if you can't locate the source for this remark. So here's your essay back.
Oh.
And you can add the citation if you find the quote. And then, bring it back to me and I'll grade it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dr. Dates. I'll do that right away, and I'll be more careful next time, I assure you.
I know you will, Jacob. I'm sure you will. And you might try looking first in Reverend Stanton's Life of James Joyce. I think that's a likely location. Isn't that one of the books in your bibliography?
I think. Yes, here it is. Gee, I looked at so many biographies of Joyce, I can't remember which one's which anymore.
Well, Stanton's is probably the least sympathetic of Joyce's biographers. I doubt he even tried to read Finnegan's Wake. Probably thought it was nonsense.
Well, I can see why. But I guess I'd better get over to the library now.
Yes, you should. And get back to me with your revisions as soon as you can, Jacob.
Yes, sir, I will.
Select the best answer, guys.
Now listen again to part of the passage and answer the question that follows. Well, you should go back to the library, go back to your reference books, and see if you can't locate the source for this remark. So here's your essay back.
Oh,
And you can add the citation if you find the quote, and then bring it back to me and I'll grade it.
okay. Thank you, Dr. Dietz. I'll do that right away, and I'll be more careful next time, I assure you.
I know you will, Jacob. I'm sure you will. And you might try looking first in Reverend Stanton's Life of James Joyce. I think that's a likely location. Isn't that one of the books in your bibliography?
I think, yes, here it is. Gee, I looked at so many biographies of Joyce, I can't remember which one's which anymore.
Well, Stanton's is probably the least sympathetic of Joyce's biographers. I doubt he even tried to read Finnegan's Wake. Probably thought it was nonsense.
Well, I can see why. But I guess I'd better get over to the library now.
Yes, you should. And get back to me with your revisions as soon as you can, Jacob.
Yes, sir, I will.
And there we have the answers, guys. Send your answers to the WhatsApp, guys. And tomorrow we are going to see this one, okay? Well, you can send them here as well. Not a problem. These are the answers. Send it to the WhatsApp, guys. Tomorrow we are going to check this one. I know this one was pretty difficult, guys. So don't worry. We will check it tomorrow and see what was our problem, guys. Yeah, the conversation was kind of difficult, you know, was kind of difficult. This is actually, this is the last exercise, level 60. So it's one of the highest remarks. Don't worry, the one that we are going to do is pretty easy, actually. But I'm giving you the most difficult ones, so you will feel the one that we have on Wednesday pretty easy. So guys, we finished today's class. Send the scores, send the remarks there, guys. So no, don't worry, Roxanne. It's because the level of this one, right? Thank you, people. Tomorrow we will see it. So guys, that's basically it. Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We will check this one tomorrow as well. Bye, people. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you,
Have a good
teacher. Good
night.
night, everyone.
Bye, guys.